Hey, Ronan.
Anyway.
So there was lots of champagne.
There was a red carpet.
There was debauchery, revelry.
Fake English accents. It really could only have been one thing.
The DU Players Freshers Festival grand opening.
So let's check it out.
What are we even using these for? They're not even real.
Okay.
Like, just...
Let's check it out.
Oh, it's just such a glamorous lifestyle we lead here at Trinity TV. Going to all these grand premieres. And speaking of premieres, here we are at the DU Players Freshers Festival grand opening. Oh, how do you feel, Christine?
I have my makeup on. I'm ready for the paparazzi.
Oh. And you, Ian?
I'm all 6 and 7.
Oh, the glamour! And speaking of glamour, we'll be speaking to all of those fine actors and directors of DU Players. Stay tuned! Oh.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Ricky. Can you tell me a bit about what's going on tonight and what your part is?
Well, basically tonight we're just launching all of the Freshers shows, and I'm one of the directors of Freshers Co-op, biggest players production of the year. And tonight we're going to introduce Co-op by building on our own little production of Minimalist Co-op.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the past 20 years or so, the Players Theatre has put on a show known as the Freshers Cooperative, taking 50 or so youths together and moulding them into a sort of fun collaboration of artistic wonderment. What we've seen over the last few years is a degradation of the artistic value of such a show. And an overtaking of the somewhat fun aspect of making such a production. The drink and drug lifestyle, the skins theatre, if you will. What we as people who have been in, worked on, and are now creating a co-op want to do with this next piece is to strip away all that has corrupted the artistic goals and integrity of the cooperative and bring it back to the minimals of what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, what we intend to bring to you tonight is Minimalist Co-op.
And you're all set for the occasion, you're all dressed up, good attire?
Oh yes, got to dress right for the part, as we do in the theatre.
And are you worried about the paparazzi? You're going to be following you around tonight?
No, absolutely not. I'm an absolute no one. Who'd care?
Well, I'm interviewing you, so, you know, we're following you.
Oh, that's good. Nice to know someone cares.
Okay, well that's great. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
This is Aaron Heffernan and Jack Leeson here. How are you this evening, guys?
We're very well. We're excited about the event that's about to take place.
And what will you be doing this evening?
Very well. Really looking forward to, excited about the event. Did you say that?
Sorry. Yeah, no, it's going to be a great event tonight.
Looking forward to it, yeah.
And what will you be doing this evening for the event?
Jack and I are going to host the red carpet kind of.
We're going to be hosting the event, Ian.
The glamour.
Sour cream.
It was lovely to talk to you guys. Oh.
Ooh, enough of those carpet talk.
Thank you.
So now I'm here with two of my friends, Darren and Ian. Darren, you know about the other shows. In fact, you were a director of one of the shows last year, so what do you think about the other Freshers plays?
I think that the other Freshers plays are very important because they are plays. That's what I think. Although, Outside the Box this year isn't a play, so we'll see how that fares out. I think it'll do well. Dean has done great stuff. So
Out of the Box is not a play.
Outside the Box. Outside the box. Outside the Box is a devised piece, is what it is. But it's going to be great. I've no doubts.
But it is a play. It's going to be in a theatre and people are going to pay to watch it.
The thing is, we don't know with the devised piece whether it'll be play or documentary theatre, which are two different things. Talk to one of my friends who we won't mention at this stage.
What describe to me what an Outside the Boxer is then?
It's live. It's live sexual acts on stage, but they were devised previously, so no more awkward lack of penetration.
No awkward improv.
Yeah.
Being like, do I go that far
Absolutely.
or do I not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard it's a documentary style theatre.
Yeah, perhaps mockumentary in some cases. You know, not to mock the documentary form, to mock the doc. To dock the mock.
Documentary theatre and drama / play are not the same things. But I think that Outside the Box will be amazing, and I think that Loose is going to be fantastic, set-wise and acting-wise. And also Dr. Fell has a lovely cast, and I'm very much looking forward to the acting.
So it may not be a great play, but it has a lovely cast.
Which, Outside the Box?
What's your quite
Dr. Fell.
Oh No, Dr. Fell. You see, the thing is, I know the play Loose and I know Actor's Nightmare. I just don't know the play myself. So I just know that the cast are very talented and very good. That's why I didn't say I love the play and I'm looking forward to it, because I don't know the play. But Gavin and Casey as directors. Oh, there's the music. Oh no, it's back. Oh.
Well, that's a very honest answer, Darren. I appreciate that. And you know what? I think we've got to cut this, because you know what? There's a lot happening here, and we're going to have to get more coverage of the exciting events tonight. Thanks for that interview, Darren.
So I'm here with my good friend and classmate Heather Walsh, member of Players. Heather, how's the night been so far?
It's been excellent. We've got our free booze, a few crackers and cheese. You can't go wrong, Jack.
Okay, and what have you been doing here tonight, apart from drinking and eating?
Well, I arrived late because I was doing a little production meeting with my friend and other classmate Grace Healy. But just kind of milling around, socialising, Jack, as much as the call.
Okay, and how's the rest of the night going to go?
I think it's going to be a chill enough evening. We've got jazz sock members coming to perform on our little stage over there. I think Jack and Aaron are working up to some kind of performance. Yeah. They seem to be in constant rehearsal. And we've got little skits going on from all the directors of the various Freshers Fest shows that are going to be happening.
Are there many freshers here?
There are. They're all inside in the next room, socialising, getting to know each other.
Excellent.
In the most biblical sense.
And what can we look forward to from the Players Society for the next few weeks?
Next few weeks is primarily the Freshers Fest, so we're talking plays that are directed and produced by original members like ourselves, but then the whole cast is just freshers.
Cool.
So we've got a big variety coming up. It's going to be sweet.
And then in week 6 we got the co-op.
We got the famous co-op, we do indeed.
Tell us about that for a few seconds.
Well, me myself, I wasn't a co-opper in my youth.
Neither was I.
So I've got the outsider's perspective. What it seems to be is you get about 40 impressionable freshers or people who haven't been in Players much, and you just shove them in one big melting pot of sexual energy and fun, and you see what comes out the other side.
Fantastic. I look forward to that in a non-perverted way. Thank you, Heather. Good to talk to you.
Thank you, Jack.
Thanks.
So here I am with Killian and with Matthew. And Killian, you are the director of An Actor's Nightmare. Tell me, was it a bit of a nightmare to direct?
No, it was not a nightmare to direct. The pun is overused, but it's a great cast, so it was just a lot of fun.
Tell me what it's about.
A man finds himself on stage one day, and he doesn't know how he got there or why, but he feels the need to continue on with some form of a play because there is an audience in front of him. Now, the problem is actors come on, but they're all coming on from other plays. So one moment it's a Beckett play, the next it's meant to be Shakespearean, and then the next it's a period drama. So he's never exactly sure of what play he's even meant to be trying to do.
Okay, so the director, he's finding problems with finding out what play exactly he's meant to be doing.
The actor on stage, he doesn't know what he's meant to be playing in.
And Matthew, you're acting in the play. What is your part?
I'm playing Henry, who's quite the Shakespearean actor, who's one of the many characters that confuses the lead George, it revolves around him because he is absolutely confused, and it's meant to be a dream gone wrong, aka a nightmare. So my character is total stereotype of an obnoxious Shakespearean actor that's there, all about him, all about his loquacious words, and he's confusing everyone.
Okay. Are you meant to be aware of what you are dreaming if you are dreaming? But this is a nightmare.
Okay, that's a pretty complex question there. So, check it out. What week is it?
It's week 4. It's next week, Monday.
Week 4.
17th to 21st.
17th, 21st. You heard it here. Make sure to check out An Actor's Nightmare, directed by the one and only Killian. Killian, thank you.
I want to thank my mom, my dad, God, and everybody who...
Okay, nobody cares, Christine, but we want to thank you here at Trinity TV for tuning in to DU Players' opening of the DU Players Freshers Fest. Everybody loves a little bit of drama.
And there was certainly plenty on show.
What a perfect segue to move right into Careers Week.
Oh, the depressing thought. Well, many of you are students who probably like Kate and I once were. We were wondering, with our arts degrees, where are we going to go in life? Until we went to Careers Week, and we caught up with some successful figures in the film and television business.
Much like ourselves.
So
not quite as successful as us.
Not quite as successful, but
nearly.
They're authorities nonetheless. So let's see what they have to say.
Careers Week. Careers Week.
I'm here with Nyasa. Nyasa, what is it exactly that you do?
I am a director for film and television drama.
Okay, and how did you get involved in that? What did you do?
Well, there is kind of no real direct route into this. You pretty much just have to bombard your way into the industry. So I came quite circuitously through visual art, but I know lots of other directors who have degrees in everything from biochemistry to history to law to... There's really, there's many ways into the film and TV industry.
Okay, and what exactly are you most involved in at the moment?
Well, at the moment I've just completed filming on a BBC drama, and I'm in the lucky position of having won a BAFTA last year, so that's great.
Wow, congratulations.
And thanks very much. But that's made things a lot easier for me in terms of getting finance for my next project. So the next thing I do will be a period film funded by BBC Films.
Can you tell me a bit about your production company, Be Active?
Be Active started out of an issue that I had with the business model that is traditional film and television in Ireland, and I think it's one of those crazy industries where you put all your money up front and you've no real idea if the idea is going to work or people are going to like it or buy a ticket or watch it on TV or any of those things. And around about 2003 we started thinking that, you know, there had to be a better, smarter way to do this. And we started looking at social media and internet sites and ways to actually engage people and almost do our pilot testing of new concepts online, see if they got traction, get the audience involved in shaping the story, and then knowing through those views and hits that when we went to television and we went to other platforms that audience would come with us.
Okay, and what tips would you have for students at the moment who are interested in getting involved in the film industry but don't know how to go about it?
Okay, well the first thing is definitely do get involved. It's a really good time to get involved in the film industry because everything is changing and everything is up for grabs. Distribution platforms are changing, methods of filming are changing, methods of editing are changing, and there's a whole landscape out there that's ready to be colonised. And people like me who are, you know, fusty and over 35 don't have as good an insight into this as younger people who have grown up with these new technologies. So now is the time there are fortunes to be made and reputations to be carved in this new era. So I would say to anybody out there who's interested in music, interested in storytelling, interested in technology, get out there and make a film. There is no excuse. You could make it on your phone.
I think the days of like having a permanent pensionable job are just out the window. And I think there's a real market for entrepreneurs in our society to actually start thinking creatively outside the box in terms of what you want to do and what you want to create and how you want to work. Because it's a time of incredible change. I mean, you look at channels like McKinnima's channel on YouTube and it has over 100 million hits. It has more viewers than any of the networks in the US. And as a result, it has more money than any of the networks in the US. Times have really changed and people should be kind of looking towards new media, new ways of distributing content. And if you want to be a storyteller, that's where I would suggest you start. Start yourself, start with your own blog, start with your own YouTube videos, start uploading, start seeing what kind of traction you can get.
You know, there's only one way to really know that you've made it in showbiz.
Get paid in lollipops.
Mm-hmm.
That was
no biz like showbiz.
So worth it.
So worth it.
Which brings us on to our final section. The one, the only,
the Trinity Tip.
We have to work on that.
Yeah.
So this week we decided to take a little more lighter note, but still practical. I mean,
still practical for all you students out there.
Need to know this to get through college. So we head down to the SU shop to see what they could advise us.
Hi, I'm Chris from the SU shop. You can get a bottle of water, paper, and 2 lollipops for €2. So come down to house 6.
I feel like we're missing something.
Like,
there's...
How did we end last week? It was a drawing.
Oh, the drawing!
Hey
of that really annoying girl.
Ooh,
the little small, like, redheaded, like, really high-pitched voice.
Her.
Christopher's back!
Christine's back!
Oh my god!
Christine,
it's so good to see you.
Just Christine. Well, that was unexpected.
This is...
Okay. Well, I think this happy, joyous moment is a good one on which to end. So thank you for watching one of the top 2 Trinity Talks episodes
probably
of all
the
time.
best episode of
episode 2.
Definitely.
So episode 3 will be out in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And
stay tuned.
Tune in then.
Sorry, do you mind getting out of shot? We're in the middle of filming.
We're going
sorry.
with the red hair. Like, you can leave now and back.
I'm sorry.
She was stolen by a Spanish man. Let her have her moment.
I can't work under these conditions. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
So tune in to me and Christine in 2.5 weeks.